Hi everyone, welcome to Mrs. Riley's Maths videos. Today we are looking at some financial maths at a question for Form 6, and this is from the past examination papers 2019 ordinary level paper 1 question 1. Now I don't have my papers here in front of me, but you have the question in your assignment, and I'm just going to show it to you on another device so we can read it through before we start. So here it is on another device. Emer earns a gross wage of €40,000 per annum with Company A. Emer pays income tax at a rate of 20% on income up to the standard cutoff point of 35,300. She pays tax at a rate of 40% on the remainder. She has annual tax credits of 1,650. Find how much income tax she pays per annum. And then if we go down the question, it says, for part B, Emer pays her health insurance, which costs her €1,500 net. Find her annual income after paying income tax and health insurance. That is her net annual income. And then the final bit says, Emer is planning to change jobs. She's offered a job by Company B with a gross wage of €38,000 and a bonus of €1,500, which is tax-free to Emer, to be paid by the company, which she would use to pay her health insurance. Her tax rates and credits would remain the same. Find by how much Emer's net annual income, after paying income tax and health insurance, will increase if she accepts the job with Company B. Okay, now just before we start to answer it, let's just think, this is a whole question 1, it's worth 25 marks. So let's be smart about this. The first part should be straightforward. We should be able to get full marks on that. It's a basic calculation of income tax. That will be the easy part. The second part will be harder, obviously, because it's a part B. It's something else. We've got to do something extra there. Now, it may not be much harder, but it'll be a little bit more challenging. Not sure how many marks will be for that, so we'll look and see now in a moment. And then for part C, Emer's planning to change jobs. The part C will possibly be the toughest part. Certainly looking at that, the amount of text in that is much harder to read. There's a lot more that you've got to take in, a lot more you've got to work out. So that's going to make it probably harder. Okay, so let's go back to my copy here, and we'll start to work through this question and work out how we're going to write this down and start it off. Okay, so in this question we've got that Emer is the person, so let's just write that down. Steady our thoughts. Emer is the person concerned. It says Emer earns a gross wage. So gross wage means it's the money that her employer gives her before any money is taken off by the government. Okay, so it's the money her employer gives her before any money is taken off by the government. And what we often do for this is we draw a box and we illustrate the gross wage with a box. So her gross wage here is €40,000. So that means the whole of that box is €40,000. That's her gross wage. Okay. Now, it says she pays income tax. So if you remember, income tax is the money we give back to the government. Okay, so you've got, let's move Luke Skywalker away here. You've got the person who employs you. The employer gives money to you. And then you have to give some of that to the person from the government who collects tax. Okay, so the employer gives you money, and then you give money to the government. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So you're getting 40,000 from your employer. They give that to you, and you have to give some of that to the government. So what we're going to work out is how much you're going to give to the government.